Hey guys, this is Chubbs, and it's been a while since I've done a gameplay and commentary video, so I thought I would sort of do another one of those. I guess you could say it's like a Total Biscuit style video. And today we're going to be taking a look at a really cool game called Tooth and Tail. This is a real-time strategy game that was just recently released. It's on PC and it's also on consoles. And what makes this game so unique is that although it's an RTS, it is basically designed around being played with a controller. So, it's sort of a streamlined game, but it has like all of the RTS things that you would come to expect. So you have resource gathering, you have base building, you can control units, and that's really what the meat of the gameplay is. You build up a base, you get an army, and you throw it at your opponent. What also sort of makes this game unique is that instead of being in direct control of the camera, you are instead controlling a single unit, sort of like a general unit. And this unit is what you use to run around and build stuff, command your units, and things like that. You basically rally your units around you, and you can teleport around to your different resource places and things like that. It's really unique. So anyways, we're just going to hop into a basic skirmish match, an offline multiplayer match, and I'm going to go up against a training dummy AI. This is a special type of AI that basically just sits around while you beat up on it, and it really just allows you to experiment and learn the game. But I'm going to use this as an opportunity to sort of teach you guys the mechanics and talk to you about how the game plays. Now, another unique thing about the game is, as you can see here, before you actually go into a match, you can choose what your army will consist of. You can see all the different unit types here, and out of all of these, you can have up to 6 at a time in your army. So if you want to learn more about them, you can highlight them and press X, and it'll give you some stats and also a description. You can manually go through and you can choose the units like I'm doing now, or if you want to, if you don't want to spend all that time, you can just press Y, and it will just give you a random army. You can keep hitting Y too if you're not satisfied with the army that it's giving you. I guess we'll just sort of roll with this one that it's given us. And we are going into the game. And yet another thing that's kind of unique about this game is that instead of having a bunch of handmade maps, every single map in this game, even the campaign levels, are randomly generated. So you're never going to have basically the same map twice. It's always going to be something a little different. The theme of the map can change in multiplayer, the time of day, and all that stuff. So it's kind of cool that you're always going to be thrown into sort of like a fresh environment that you really you can't plan for what's going to be there. It's always going to surprise you. But anyways, as I was saying at the beginning of the video, instead of controlling the camera, you are instead controlling an individual unit, which you can see here. And this unit is what you're going to be using to construct buildings and all that stuff. At the start of each game, you have a grist mill, which is this mill that you see here, and around it you can see these different plots of land, these squares, and these are farms. You start with 4 farms, and you can build more, as you can see here. So if I stand here, I can build another farm for 60 food, and it takes a little time to construct, and once that farm is finished, a pig will come out to it and start to harvest food. So food is the only resource in the game. So let's build a couple more farms, and basically the more farms you have, the faster you'll get food and the more stuff you'll be able to afford. Now, as far as training units goes, you do that by constructing buildings specific to those units. So if I use the right analog stick, you can see down at the bottom I'm sort of cycling through the units. What this is actually doing is it's cycling through basically like the unit buildings that I can construct. So these Distillery Brothers here, these are like a cheap like squirrel combat unit. If I want to train some of these guys, what I can do is find a plot of land here close enough to my grist mill, and I can press A, and it will start to construct that squirrel building. And then once that building is finished, squirrels will start to train automatically, and then once they, after they come out, I can basically send them to my position, and I can have them attack. I can have them guard certain places and things like that. There's also a limit to how many you can have at a time, and the limit differs per unit. So with these squirrels, if you look down at the bottom, you can see that their supply limit is 3. What that means is that when 3 of these are trained, no more will be trained until one of them dies. Now you can also increase that supply limit by going somewhere and placing another squirrel building. So let's construct another one here, and you can see down at the bottom my supply has gone up to 6. So I can have up to 6 of these squirrels now on the map at one time. So if I go somewhere and I press the right trigger, you can see that my squirrels have come to me. This is how you command your units. You can go around, you can press right trigger, and your units will go to your position, and they will sort of guard this area and attack anything that comes there. You can also hold the right trigger, and this is sort of like a rally call, and they will just sort of follow you as you hold the trigger. They will also hold their fire, so this is useful for like doing a retreat. So if I'm here and the enemy's coming in, we're starting to be overrun, and I don't want them to be standing there shooting, I just want them to run with me, I can hold R and we can just kind of move like this. So that's really the gist of the game. You know, you acquire these grist mills. Speaking of which, you know, if we go out here, like here's a vacant grist mill, I can claim it, and once this is fully claimed, I can start to place farms around it, and that will of course give me more food. But I mean, that's really what the game consists of. You go around, you buy grist mills, you construct farms to get resources faster, and then you place these unit buildings here, and units come out of them, and you of course use those units to fight. So I just constructed a whole bunch of buildings. I've got a ton of excess resources. I've got almost 600 food, which is way too much. You should never stockpile that many resources, but you know, this is a training dummy AI, so we don't have anything to worry about. Versus a tougher AI, I already would have gotten my ass kicked. They would have just steamrolled me. But if I press the right trigger now, you can see we're getting some more different types of units that are coming with me. And let's go ahead and let's find that AI and let's kill him off. So you guys sort of have an idea of how the game plays now. Let's go ahead and end this match. So there he is, him and his long grist mill. Again, this is a training dummy AI, so what he will do is just sit here. He won't construct any buildings or anything. It's really just an AI that will exist on the map. That way you can go at your own pace, and then you can just roll in and kill him whenever you want to. So I'm going to go up, I'm going to press right trigger. All of my units are going to come in, and they're going to kick this guy's butt, and we're going to win the game. And there we go. What I also like about this game is that at the end of each match you get a stat rundown here throughout the entire course of the game, and they also have a replay system, and it's a very good replay system. You can go in, you can zoom in and out, you can customize the view here. So if we want to, you know, look at like our own views with the fog of war, you can do that. You can also change the speed of the replay. So if we speed it up here, you know, everything moves really fast. So a really cool replay system that they've got. Well, let's go ahead and back out of this. And now that you guys know how the game plays, let's do something a little more interesting. Let's go into an offline game. Let's do a 2v2, and I'm going to keep it fairly easy. So I'm just going to give us a let's just do all easy. So it's going to be me and an easy AI versus 2 easy AIs. And I'm going to customize my army again. I guess I'll just go with what it gave me there. And let's play. So again, the maps are all random. Looks like it gave us a random map here where we are close together. Sometimes you and your ally will be spread out, but this is I kind of like this setup here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue up a farm. I'm also going to move out and scout. Because remember, you can't move the camera around independently. You have to move out. And there's an AI right here in front of us. Very weird. Sometimes these random maps can give you some strange scenarios. That's kind of odd for the AI to be just right here in front of us. See if we can find the other guy. Now, another feature about this game that I should have told you guys about is if you move out, if you want to return to your base, instead of walking all the way back, what you can do is you can hold X and you will burrow, and then you can pop out at any of the grist mills that you own. So it's almost like a teleport. Like if you played Warcraft 3, you could teleport back to your base. You can sort of do the same thing here. Of we're wasting time though. Let's go ahead and let's build another farm. I've got a squirrel building here, so I'm going to get some combat units out. I'm going to try and kill this blue guy first since he's right in front of us. And I'm going to construct some of these volunteers. These are like a medic unit, so they will heal any of your units that are nearby. And we're going to go on the offensive early. We're going to go out and scout too. We got a green guy here. I've not found his base yet. If you look at the mini map down at the bottom, you can sort of see the bases easier. And since you can't move the camera independently, that means that you're going to have to use the auto map a lot, or the mini map a lot. So we found the green guy. He's down here. He's sort of on the opposite side of the map. The blue guy's right here in the middle. So we can hopefully kill the blue guy off fast and then worry about the green. Looks like the green's already coming in and doing some attacks on us. And my unit, my general unit here, is hurt. If you get hurt, you have to kind of run back. And if you get killed, I think there's like a respawn period. You will eventually reappear. I've got me a small army here. Hopefully my AI teammate will help me. I'm hoping to kill this blue guy off fast though. If you kill the last grist mill that the player has, then you win the game, or basically that player's defeated. So his grist mill, you can see it's slowly going down here. He's not mounting much of an offense. I don't think he's built much of anything yet. So this guy's already going to lose the match this fast, and it's just going to be the green guy. So it's going to be a 2v1 here soon. So there he goes. He's actually got another grist mill up because we did not get a defeat message. If you defeat someone, it'll tell you. Let's go down here and buy this grist mill. That way we can build more farms. And let's also get some units. We need to be constructing more units here. I've got too many excess resources. Get a whole bunch more squirrels. Let's find that blue guy's last grist mill and finish him off. Here we go. We found him. He's hiding down here. Let's go ahead and kill him. If we can. We might end up in a bad spot. We might get 2v1 here. Yep, here comes the green guy's units. He's coming in to defend his buddy. So my ally's up here with a few of his units. My ally's the yellow guy. You can see his units there. And let's see if we can go down and finish him. It might be tough because he's right down here next to his buddy. They've sort of got a situation here now with them being side by side like me and my ally are over on the opposite side of the map. But I think we can do this. We're getting pretty close now. Here we go. His grist mill is going down, and he might have built another one by now. We might have to go find yet another grist mill. I think this might be it, though. Yep, there he goes. You can see the defeat message that popped up. So now it's me and my ally versus the green guy. I'm going to pull my units back, and I'm going to construct some farms here at my new grist mill just to get some more resources coming in. And I also want to put up a few more unit buildings. Oh shit, the green guy's coming in. He's attacking my stuff. I'm going to defend myself a little bit, and I'm going to construct some more buildings. But if you look at the mini map, my ally's down here killing this guy. He already almost killed his grist mill. So you know what? I'm not going to be on the defensive. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this game. Let's roll in. Hopefully we can do this. Let's see if we can kill this guy's grist mill. It's going to be, might not be too easy. Oh yeah, we got this. We got this. Come on. Alright, we killed that one, but we did not get the defeat message. Again, if you don't see that message, then that means there's another grist mill somewhere out there. And I think, yeah, I already see it. My ally is already on it, and this game is ours. We have won. So there we go. Nice easy victory. I mean, it is easy versus easy AIs. But if you pump it up to like medium or harder, man, I tell you, they will really give you a fight for your life. It can really become tough. I've already gotten my ass kicked several times. But that's just a quick look at Tooth and Tail. I just thought I would explain how the game plays and show you guys a little skirmish match. Hope you guys like what you saw, and I definitely recommend checking this game out. You know, if you like RTS games and you want something that's a little different, or if you found yourself overwhelmed with other RTS games, this is an excellent one to start with because you know, since you're only controlling one character throughout the entire match, you know, it's pretty easy to not be overwhelmed like with all the micro stuff that comes with most other RTS games, and you know, just really focus on building up bases and throwing all of your units at the other guy and all that stuff. So it's, you know, it's just not as demanding, I guess you could say, as most other RTSs are as far as skill goes. But that's it for me. If you guys have any questions about this game, just let me know. And thank you for watching. And this is Chubb signing out.